Have you ever wondered why you stay with someone who hurts you? Why you keep going back, hoping this time will be different? What if the reason isn't weakness, but a deep, hidden need? A need so powerful it makes you choose pain over loneliness. Erich Fromm, a brilliant psychoanalyst, had a theory about this, and what he discovered might change how you see your relationships forever. Fromm believed our greatest fear isn't pain, or heartbreak, or even death. Our greatest fear is isolation, complete, absolute separateness from others. This fear, he said, is the source of all our anxiety. Think about it. From the moment we are born, we are connected. Then, we are slowly weaned, taught to be independent, separate individuals. But that deep-seated need for connection never leaves us. It's a primal force. So when we face the terrifying void of being alone, any connection, even a painful one, can feel better than no connection at all. It's a desperate bargain we make with ourselves. We accept suffering as the price of admission to avoid the abyss of loneliness. This is where it gets unsettling. Fromm called this kind of attachment a symbiotic union. It's not love, it's a fusion. Two people cling to each other not because they are whole, but because they are incomplete. One person might be submissive, finding their identity by becoming part of someone stronger. They might say, "I am nothing without you." The other might be dominant, finding their sense of self by controlling another person. They need someone to absorb, to feel powerful. Both are escaping themselves. Both are terrified of standing alone. It looks like intense love from the outside, full of passion and drama. But underneath, it's a shared prison built on fear. The pain isn't a bug in the system. It's a feature. The conflict, the hurt, the drama. It all proves the connection is still there. It's a twisted form of validation. So, how do we mistake this for love? Fromm argues that we've confused love with dependency. We think needing someone is love. We think jealousy is love. We think possession is love. But Fromm says real, mature love is the opposite. Mature love says, "I am a whole person, you are a whole person, and we choose to be together." It's a union that preserves individuality. It doesn't dissolve it. In a symbiotic relationship, the goal is to lose yourself in the other person. In a mature, loving relationship, the goal is to find yourself more deeply through the other person. One is about escape. The other is about growth. The painful truth is, many of us have never experienced the second kind. So we settle for the first, because it's the only form of intense connection we know. It feels familiar. It feels like home, even if that home is on fire. This leads to a paradox. The person who hurts you is also the person who saves you from your greatest fear, being alone. This creates a powerful, addictive cycle. The moments of pain are followed by moments of reconciliation, of closeness. That relief from pain feels like intense pleasure, like love. It's a trauma bond. Your brain gets wired to seek the very person who is the source of your distress. They become both the poison and the antidote. Breaking free feels impossible because you're not just leaving a person. You're confronting that primal fear of isolation that they helped you avoid. You are, in a sense, choosing to face your own personal void. And that is one of the hardest things a human being can do. Fromm introduces another challenging idea: productive versus unproductive character orientations. An unproductive person seeks to receive, to take, to be filled by others. They are empty vessels waiting for someone else to give them value, purpose, and happiness. This makes them incredibly vulnerable to symbiotic relationships. They need a host. A productive person, however, finds meaning from within. They create, they give, they love from a place of abundance, not scarcity. Their primary relationship is with themselves and their own potential. They are not looking for someone to complete them. They are looking for someone to share their completeness with. So, if you find yourself repeatedly drawn to people who hurt you, Fromm would ask, are you living productively? Or are you waiting for someone else to give your life meaning? The answer might be uncomfortable. This is where Fromm's most radical idea comes in. He believed that the capacity to be alone is the prerequisite for the capacity to love. Let that sink in. You cannot truly love another person until you are no longer afraid of being by yourself. As long as you use another person to escape your own loneliness, your connection will be based on need, not love. It will be a form of self-medication. The path to breaking free from a painful relationship, therefore, isn't about finding a better partner. It's about learning to be with yourself, to sit with the discomfort, the silence, the emptiness, to find your own center, your own meaning, your own worth, without external validation. It's about becoming a whole, productive individual who can stand on their own 2 feet. Only then can you enter a relationship out of choice, not desperation. But how do you actually do that? How do you learn to be alone? Fromm would say it's about practice. It's a skill. Start small. Spend time in nature by yourself. Read a book. Pursue a hobby you're passionate about. Anything that allows you to connect with yourself. It's about shifting your focus from who can I be with to who am I. This is a process of self-creation. It's not about finding yourself, it's about building yourself. And it's hard. It will feel lonely at first. That old fear of isolation will scream at you. Your mind will tell you to find someone, anyone, to fill the void. But if you can withstand that initial panic, you'll discover something on the other side. A quiet strength. A sense of self that isn't dependent on anyone else's approval or presence. You start to become your own anchor. Now, we must confront the final, difficult truth. What if the person you're with is also trapped in this dynamic? Remember, the symbiotic union requires 2. The controller needs the controlled. The sadist needs the masochist. Often, when one person starts to grow and become more independent, the relationship either ends or it must fundamentally transform. Your growth might threaten your partner. They might try to pull you back into the old dance of pain and reconciliation because your independence exposes their own fear of being alone. This is the ultimate test. Can you choose your own well-being even if it means losing the relationship? Can you love yourself enough to walk away from a connection that is stunting your growth? According to Fromm, this is not a selfish act. It is the most loving act of all because it honors the potential for true, mature love for both you and them, even if it's not with each other. So, the journey out of a painful relationship is an inward one. It's not about demonizing the other person. It's about understanding the hidden fears that drive you both. It's about having the courage to face your own solitude, to become a person who doesn't need to cling to another for survival. A person who can say, I love you, but I don't need you. I choose you. That, for Erich Fromm, is the only love that can truly set you free. It's a love born not of fear, but of freedom. And it's a love that is available to every one of us, if we are brave enough to do the work. Erich Fromm's ideas are challenging. They force us to look at our deepest motivations and fears. Do you agree with him? Is the fear of isolation truly at the heart of these painful relationships? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to read what you think. And if this sparked something in you, subscribe for more ideas that make you question everything. Thanks for watching.